we have. So it is an honor to have him with us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Ray Jones.
Well, it's always good to come back home. For those of you who may not know me, I grew up just on the other side of the railroad tracks over here. And about 25 years ago, I was sitting where you're sitting. And it seems like yesterday until I look around and see some of your parents out here. And like me, they're getting a little bit gray on top, and some of them don't have very much on top anymore. But you know, and some things never change. I've got a lot of great memories in this building. I grew up, of course, here and went to school here, and some things never change. It's always hot in here. And I think a couple years ago we had a power failure during graduation. We had to do it without lights or any air conditioning at all. I'm not going to take too much of your time. But let me first of all congratulate you and your parents and your loved ones for helping you get to this night. This is the end of one part of your journey through life. It's also the beginning of what I believe will be the best 4 years of your life. High school is absolutely the time that you will look back 20 years from now when you're, maybe one of you is standing here giving this speech, and you'll look back and say, you know, high school was a great time. It's the best 4 years of my life. Prom, getting driver's license, the first car, making decisions about where you're going to go to college. And you have had an opportunity to do something that kids in certain parts of the world never have an opportunity to do. There are certain places that girls are not allowed to go to school. Think about that. Because of whatever strange religious belief that a society may have, that they don't let girls go to school. How can you imagine what kind of civilization that would be? Or when boys don't have an opportunity to go to school. Or when boys are taken out of their schools and drafted into the military service when they're 12 or 13 or 14 years old. Fortunately, you live in a country that you don't have to worry about that. But I also don't envy you because you're going to grow up in a much more difficult time than I did. When I was in your sitting where you are, gas wasn't $4 a gallon. And we didn't have the problems facing this country that we face now. But the thing that encourages me is I go throughout my district. There's 106,000 people in my Senate district. And I've had the opportunity to go throughout Pike County and Martin County, Johnson County. But I can tell you something. Of all the students I've seen come through the state capitol on tours and on educational outings and so forth, the students from Eastern Kentucky are as smart and can compete with anybody from anywhere in this state, and I believe anywhere in this world. But education is the key. And if you don't take advantage of the educational opportunities that you have right now, 20 years from now, you're going to look back and say, I made a terrible, terrible mistake. You have a very dedicated group of teachers here, and you owe them a tremendous debt of gratitude. Mr. Osborne has done an outstanding job at this school, and I'm proud of what he has done. When I graduated from 8th grade, I think Mr. Osborne was probably in 1st or 2nd grade at that time. On the other hand, when you get to Shelby Valley, you're going to have someone with a lot of experience as principal, Mr. Forrest Dale Johnson. And Mr. Johnson was teaching here when I was in school here. So you're going to have people that understand what it takes to be successful in life and in school. And those people will be there for you if you need advice or you need to talk to someone about a problem. But I can tell you that if you don't take advantage of this, it will be the greatest single mistake that you ever make. Because when people ask you to see your grades from high school, or when people in the community, when you go in for a job and you put somebody down as a reference, you want somebody to be able to say they're a good person and they're honest and they'll do a good job for you. But I can also tell you, and I always say this at graduation, you know, tonight we're here to celebrate and we're here to honor you. But unfortunately, and a lot of people don't know this, out of every 10 students that start high school in Kentucky, less than 7 out of 10 graduate. Now, a lot of people, probably your parents and grandparents and your family members here, didn't realize that. Here we are in the 21st century, and we're still not able to graduate 70% of the students that start high school. To me, that is totally unacceptable. And I implore you, I encourage you, and I challenge you to make sure that you finish your education, at least through high school. Now, I can also, and last, I want to point out to you a couple of things that I think that you need to be aware of as you go through the next 4 years. All too often, I see students not much older than you, and for some reason I'll go to the courthouse and I'll see students in there because they're in trouble. And it may be a speeding ticket after they've had their driver's license. But unfortunately, we're starting to see a lot of young people in Eastern Kentucky become addicted to drugs and alcohol. And I can tell you, the fastest way to destroy your life is to get involved with drugs or alcohol. And I don't believe I would be doing you a service if I didn't mention that to you. And when you go to high school, things are going to be more complicated. More will be expected from you. You're almost an adult. In fact, I consider you already at that point. You're young adults. And in terms of the eyes of the law, and the school system, and your family, a lot is expected. And the one thing that will not be tolerated is someone to become involved with drugs or alcohol. If you have someone that you know that you care about, one of your friends in class that starts down that road, talk to them. And if that doesn't do it, go to your parents or your grandparents or to one of the teachers or school administrators. Because if you care about someone, you're going to make sure that they don't go down that path. It's been a privilege to be here with you tonight. I hope that some of you will have an opportunity to come to Frankfort and visit with us when we go back in session in January. I'm sure that the freshman teachers at Shelby Valley will help make that opportunity possible. I also want to point out that I hope in a couple years that we're going to be building a new school here at Virgie. I've committed to your board member and to your superintendent that it's time for the people, the students here at Virgie Middle School to have a new facility. This is one of the oldest schools in the county, and the students here, maybe some of your younger brothers or sisters, they deserve a better facility. This facility has served us all very well, and like I said, I have a lot of wonderful memories here. But it's time that we look to try to make sure that the students that follow you have the best facility possible. If at any time I can be of any help, if you have a question about scholarships, if you have a question about any type of school programs, please feel free to contact me. Congratulations, and I look forward to seeing all of you at Shelby Valley's graduation in 4 years. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. I appreciate the support you have given us and the support that I know you will continue to give us. At this time, we have another special speaker that's here with us tonight that yet again, another gentleman that I have a lot of respect for. He's one of those gentlemen that's on the front lines fighting for our kids each and every day. He's fighting for our school, he's fighting for our community, and it's a great honor for him to be here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to recognize Mr. Virgie Osborne, your board member.
I too am coming back home. I used to sit right here in these front rows. I graduated from 8th grade here. I graduated from high school here, and I'm not sure that Mr. Osborne was even born when I graduated. So that tells you how young he is. I liked what Senator Jones said about helping us get us a new building here. As some of you know, as soon as school's out, we're going to tear down the temporary permanent buildings out there. I say temporary permanent, so since they've been there since 1960-something. And we're going to move all the kids over to the new building here so that they won't have to walk in the rain and the snow to get to the lunchroom on those bad days. But we need a building. And I hope that I'm still the board member so I can push the superintendent and fellows like Ray Jones and our representatives to understand that need and help us come up with it here in the Shelby Valley area of Virgie. It's a pleasure for me to be here tonight on behalf of myself and the Pike County School Board. What we have sitting out in front of us is a product of the Pike County school system. I too would like to compliment this school for making so much progress that it has made. And I thank the teachers for doing that and everybody that works here. And I thank you parents and grandparents just as much as I do the teacher. It's wonderful to see this house packed tonight with people interested in their children. These children sitting here, not children, young adults sitting here now, are the leaders of tomorrow. They're going to be the teachers. They're going to be the lawyers and the doctors and the truck drivers and all the other things that we need in our society. And they can be it. All they have to do is want to and set their mind to it. You can do what you want if you work hard enough at it. And I would like to remind you that what you're doing now and what you've been doing for the last 8 years and for the next 4 years is building that foundation that will allow you to do the very thing that you want to do later on. So remember, the foundation that you put your house on is really important. Make good decisions. I heard Senator Jones refer to the drugs and alcohol and all the problems that we're having with it. Don't think that you can escape it. Once you get hooked on it, it's too late. And if you begin to use it, most likely you will begin to get hooked on it. But we don't want that. We've wasted a generation or two of our young people already. We want you to make good choices, good decisions, build a strong foundation. Now, you've had to make decisions all your life. Some of you made decisions tonight to how to fix your hair, what kind of dress or a tie, if you were going to wear a tie, all those things you make decisions about. Some of those are minor compared to what you will be making decisions on in just a few years. As you get older, those decisions get tougher because you're involving a lot more people. Imagine when you have a child or when you get married, have a family and have responsibilities. Tough decisions call for tough people. And I know that you guys can come up to the task of taking care of yourself. Now, it's going to be a pleasure for me to watch you for the next 4 years when you move over to Shelby Valley High School. I'll watch some of you play basketball. I'll watch some of you in the band, like our band here. And didn't this young guy do a really great job on the instrumental that he had? I thought he did. We'll see you in academic programs over there. We'll see you in the girls softball and all the other girls basketball and all the academic teams that they have over there. Get involved. Do everything you can to broaden your experiences, and you'll be the better off for it. I'm going to quit now, and I'm going to just leave you with 2 or 3 things I'd like for you to keep in mind. One is, I would charge that you treat other people like you'd like to be treated yourself. That's where it all starts. You get what you give in about all situations. I'd like for you to remember that every person, every human being has worth and has value. By having worth and having value, they deserve your respect. You give them your respect, and they'll give you their respect. Relationships in this life are key to success. You've got to be able to establish a relationship. You know that already, some of you guys, because you got girlfriends, I know. And it's very important. You see people around you where their relationships are good and strong, and you see some others where they're not so strong and they need work. I'd like to remind you to always do what you say you will do. Have you heard the old saying that you're only as good as your word? That's an old time saying. You don't hear as much about that today. There's a lot of folks you can't depend on when they tell you something. So establish your credibility by doing what you say you will do. One little thing that I'd like to leave you, and this is not little, it's important. There are no shortcuts to anywhere that's worth going. Think about that. Remember that tonight. That means you got to put in the time necessary to be a winner. The time necessary to make the A. The time necessary to be above the average. There is no shortcut to any place worth going. So don't sell yourself short, young men and women. You can do what you want to do if it's in your heart. If you'll put Jesus Christ in your heart and love in your heart, you can be successful. And that's my charge to you. I hope the very best for you in the years to come. And I look forward to you being the leaders of our communities in those years to come. Thank you and good luck. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Those were very wisdomful words. I hope we all listened to them. Now let's see. We practiced this for about 5 days. So let's see what we got. We're getting ready to diplomas. So at this time, would our 8th grade class please rise? Hey, that's not bad. Girls ready?
Do I give him the diploma? Hand it to him?
We staying up here. I go last.
Ready? Kristen Klein.
I'll keep to give them. But is she gonna have to
Here is next one. Chase Adams. Michael Adams. Remington Adams. Bethany Adkins. Stephen Adkins. Tyler Adkins. Wesley Adkins. Cody Anderson. Christopher Bartley. Caitlin Beard. Jacob Bond. Christian Brown. Mackenzie Brown. Christian Burchett. Logan Contrell. Christopher Carter.
Okay, Dustin Charles. Caitlin Coleman. Okay, Brianna Dameron. Ryan Dameron. Timothy Davis. Becky Fields. Lucas Fields. Larisha Fleming. Mickey Gilly. Brianna Hall. Savannah Hall. Chris Hampton. Zachary Harmon. Ambria Hawkins. Brianne Johnson. Haley Johnson. Keaton Johnson. Rachel Johnson. Kayla Jones. Brett Heathley. Brandon Lay. Cassandra Matney. Matt Nay. Holly McCown. Austin McCoy. Elena McCoy. Allison Mullins.
Angela Mullins.
Where's the rest of the diplomas at? Those two right here.
Jonathan Mullins. Elizabeth Newsom. Derek Newsom. Devin Newsom. Jordan Nichols. Leone.
Denisha Osborne. Amelia Potter. Raven Rains. Tara Ratliff. Whitney Reynolds. Jeffrey Roberts. Justin Roberts. Sean Roberts. Jordan Robinson. Sarah Robinson. Sean Robinson. Dakota Rogers. Chastity Rose. Taylor Sampson. Casey Sanders. April Scott. Derek Scott. Jordan Neal Sloan. And Derek Scott's already been given me. Okay.
Jordan Sloan. Natasha Sloan. Nicole Smith. Ashley Tackett. Good luck, sweetie. Austin Tackett. Brooke Tackett. Dylan Tackett. Joshua Tackett. Nathan Tackett. Kristen Taylor. Austin Thacker. Jared Thacker. Sarah Thomas. Tyann Turpin.
going to have to work on that. At this time, at the request of our 8th grade class, they want an opportunity to play their class song, "The Time of My Life" by David Cook. So we're going to take an opportunity to listen to their class song. Again, it's "The Time of My Life" by David Cook.